inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team is capable of.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Robinson, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Robinson again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Touchdown, Atlanta. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
180, done.
Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got a bunker. That's complete. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Baker's going to give it to Irvin. Trying to find a lane, but instead we get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Once again, it's Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he hits it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there and have time to dwell on things. And your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And his throw is incomplete.
And his drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He'll try it. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know, most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bucs at 10-3 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, you know, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that will ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 36.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Complete to Cade Otton. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Under pressure, they got him again. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
To number 7, Bucky Irving. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Real.
Mayfield now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man is Ibuka. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Running the toss to Irving. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
180!
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. David Onyemata drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll throw with Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got the hook up to the cloud. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
So people playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up a touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Let's go now.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Penix. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Inaudible here to get a new look. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And from the 25, they work this to the 29 and get it 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll try and do this himself. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, they drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
And looking to throw, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson up the middle. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try to help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. A run up the middle with Irvin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking to put a drive together. And now they'll shift things around. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 50 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The big part of the middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds his man. That's Otten, the tight end. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Mayfield with it once more. This will be caught at about the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he's probably throwing here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devon Diablo. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing in momentum right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And a dump off here to Robinson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Here's Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll set up a throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They're able to complete this one to McLeod. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw with Penix. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Throwing, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll find McMillan here. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he's going to be met out the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison.
They'll throw with Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. That's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward. He did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. Oh no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
What's that?
They'll try and run here with Irvin. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Stop.
They'll try him now with Irvin. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a handoff to Irving. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Mayfield. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no...
There it is. 4th and inches. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They run straight ahead here with White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
They'll run. This is Irvin. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Handoff running left, Irving.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
180.
Mayfield to throw.
And he hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown.
Bucky Irving with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. Throw left side. There's London.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Pennett's going to hold on to it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the 4th quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a 4th quarter comeback. And